9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hi, it's us.
Huh? Huh?
It's the NAHU crew. Bang, bang. We're back again with another edition. Actually, the first full edition of 2020 for the NAHU crew. NAHU Live. Welcome, Mike Probosi.
Thank you.
And me, that other guy. But we had to start a couple minutes early because Western Fair is rolling through these races. As you can see, they're already out post parading for race number 7, which is the start of the late pick 4, which we feature every week here on NAHU Live. And we have to make sure we get through this very quickly because it is a sloppy track. They have shortened post parades, and they're going to be rolling right into the gate here in about 4 minutes or so. So, Mike, start us off here. Tell us what you like in this pick 4 in leg number 1.
Leg 1 hours, 25,000 lives. That's horses that really, don't have a lot on the card. I thought it was, pretty much a two-horse race. The three Mac and Caps, this horse is flash speed, and the 15 condition claimers. And, it was racing well enough. 2 wins in a second, the last 3 starts, so should be up close. And then the other horse is the 7, Savini, was racing in stakes last year as a 2-year-old. And then qualified at Woodbine on a good track, in blowout fashion. Putty's a trainer. I think it's those two, 3-7.
Uh, I'm a little bit different than you. I'm actually a little deeper than you. Same premise here, but I'm going 4 deep. The 3 Mac and Caps, good form. He's got early speed, and the only horses that are really holding up on the front end tonight are the trotters. So I think you got to use him. The 6 H.A. Houston. I use this one thinking he's probably going to be coming from off the pace. He doesn't have a ton of early gate speed, so uh, you know, use with caution, I guess. The 7 Savini, very obvious putty, Nick Stewart, but coming off the layoff, outside post, tough spot. And then the 8, Victoria Has a Secret. Starts from the inside, has a good late kick, and should be coming late if she can get close enough. Race 8, Philly Mare, $8,500 claimer on the pace. Also eligible something else. And do you use anything besides the big favorite and the 2 friends to the end? Because that's what I'm doing. I'm singling.
Yeah, I went all. I'm not. I don't trust the two just because she's a bit of an in and out horse. I realize the connections make her a little better, but if it's not her, it could be anything. So I went all.
Yeah, not me. I'm singling, like I said.
Okay.
Leg number 3. This one I thought was a little bit tougher. You didn't think it was this tough.
No, I did. I 4 deep. The 2 Eagle Scott race well last time, moves inside. And, I think he's used 1 6 times last year. The 3 Avuncular, this horse is a really decent horse. It's 33 lifetime wins. Really likes to get the front. The slop is no problem for that one. The 5 All Out Henry raced pretty well off a month last time as the favorite. And, draws sort of the middle of the gate now, but tends to, can leave whenever good. And then the 7, You Could Be That Girl, third back, was just okay last time. It's had some tough posts and tough trips.
Yeah, for me, I found this race incredibly difficult. So I just went and hit the all button. I was singled in leg 2. I could afford to hit the all button here and hope for a big price shot. I don't think you're going to get a huge price on anybody here. It's going to be a pretty even betting board. Uh, maybe the 7. I actually like the 7 in this race, so that's probably going to be the biggest price play that I have here. Uh, but one more leg to talk about. Race number 10, mile and a 16th. Philly and Mare, $7,000 claimer for numbers of 1,500 last 5. And to finish it off, I'm 2 deep. Starting with the 1, Play with Passion. Gets the rail on a class drop. It's actually a double class drop for this one. Not really doing a lot lately, but the last time that this mare was in this class, she came from way off the pace and just demolished them late. She's got the rail now. She does show some early speed. I think she's best off the pace, but we'll see what she does here from the rail. And then the 9, Mock Shark. Mark St. Louis for Vic McMurrin. Comes off a second place finish. Should get away up close, fairly close anyways, but I do see this horse being aggressive with Mark driving once again. Second time Mark's driving, and he finished second last week driving this filly. So I'm 1-9 there to finish it off. Mike?
Agree on the one. I'm also going to use the 6. I think it's pretty obvious. 9-hole last time at Flamborough and flew to be second, just beating a half a length. And I realized a little camera shy recently, but 27 lifetime wins. I'm 1-6 to finish.
And you can see some of the changes scrolling on the bottom of the screen there. The driver of the 1 here is Jonathan LaPointe. The driver of the 8, Travis Henry. Race 8, the 1 gets Scott Ray to drive. What else we have as far as changes? I think there was one other change.
I think it's in the last race.
Yeah, the last race. There's a driver change on the 8, I believe. So with that, we got about a minute and 40-ish seconds to go to post. Current favorite 7-5 Mac and Caps, Tyler Borth. Kind of expected as the favorite in this race, don't you think, Mike?
Yeah, I mean, just because there's a lot of ones next to his name. But I'm surprised the 7's not taking a little more action. That's, maybe could take a late hit. This horse should really crush these unless the intent is not there. So that's my theory on the race. I still can't believe this horse is 3.5 to 1.
Well, I kind of, we talked about this race a little bit earlier, and the fact that this horse is off a layoff, gets the 7-hole on a sloppy track, that was my concern. And, it's very tough for me to single a horse with all those different combinations of things happening tonight. So, I don't blame you for really liking the horse. I like the horse. The horse is the best horse in the race, in my opinion. But with all those other factors, I'm a little weary with about 35 seconds to post here.
You get 75 on a horse that's basically a claiming horse, versus the 7 who's a stakes horse that's proven, well against stakes horses and now is in a protected race. I realize the horse is off in the layoff, but has handled wet tracks in the past, and you get 3.5 to 1. Like I said, it's intent. If they decide they're just going to take a little trip around the track and acclimate, then yeah, it's no good. But I mean, if they're trying, the 7 should win easily.
Well, here's my ticket quickly. I am 3, 6, 7, 8 with 2, with all, with 1, 9 is $12.80 for 20 cents. Mike, give your ticket.
It's 3-7 with all, with 2, 3, 5, 7 with 1, 6. It's 19-20, and I did play.
And quick shout out to Gabe. I know he's watching down in Columbus. Shout out to Emily Hay watching right now. Several people watching. Lucarella, Terry Wilson. But guess what? Race 7 behind the gate. Here they go.
The season debut and the trailer. Victoria Has a Secret. 2019 3-year-old trotting filly of the year here at the Raceway. Victoria Has a Secret, 4 to 1. 1/8 of a mile from the start. Picking up speed. Here they come. The rough and a breaker. The 5, Canco Bailey jumped it off. It's going to be Mac and Caps to take them on out of there. Standing up in the second, H.J. Houston. Had a big numbers going forward. Inside to be third was Desert Valley. H.A. Houston made front here at 21 to 1. Mac and Caps is trotting second. Desert Valley third. Mac and Caps. Indeed, it's going to be the retake here prior to the quarter mile. Mac and Caps at even money. Grabs control from the long shot. H.A. Houston. Desert Valley trotting third. Fourth best away. And along the inside there for Blessing in Disguise. Next in line to be picked, Victoria Has a Secret off the back end. There goes the returning Savini. That's going to bring a few of them to the outside there. The first one, well, going first up, Blessing in Disguise for St. Louis at 6 to 1. Giving chase to the favorite, Mac and Caps here in the half-mile approach. Mac and Caps leading quickly now. Blessing in Disguise has just taken second. H.J. Houston trotting third. Second over fourth. Victoria Has a Secret, a buried fifth now for Desert Valley. Third over Savini. And the trailing duo, Lucky Johanna, Camco Bailey. They were 4 in, they were 4 out by a half and just 105. That followed up a 31 and 1 opening quarter mile. So soft front end fractions here for Mac and Caps. He's just been a training mile thus far for this one. It's Mac and Caps by a neck. Being pressed right along now by Blessing in Disguise. It's H.A. Houston third. Victoria Has a Secret fourth. Savini out there in fifth. 3/4 up in 1:36 flat. Mac and Cap still there, still coming. Blessing in Disguise flipping 3 wide right now. There goes Victoria Has a Secret, and she could be going best of all with just over an eighth left to go. Mac and Caps now. Tyler Borth, he just hit the go button. Victoria Has a Secret. H.A. Houston still up there in the top 3. Mac and Caps on top. Mac and Caps. Victoria Has a Secret. Mac and Caps much the best. Victoria Has a Secret as a second. Savini third. And a close one for fourth there. 2:07. Mac and Caps stealing the 7th in London.
It's nice to get a 34-second quarter in there. That's pretty good. If you can do it.
I'll tell you what, the Trotters all night have been doing that. And it's only been the Trotters.
6,500 in the pick 4 pool. That's good. That's good for a Friday night here.
Yeah, for a Friday,
decent.
absolutely.
Yeah. Now, if you watch London Mondays, Tuesdays, and even some Wednesdays, you're getting like their pick 4s are 15, 18,000. So.
Yeah, well, actually I want to say it was on Tuesday. Monday or Tuesday. One of the pick 4s had 25 grand and the other one had 20.
Right. Yeah, that was Tuesday, I think. Yeah. There's been good pools.
Very good pools, yeah. But Mac and Caps gets it done there in leg 1 as the post-time favorite. A lot of people moving on there.
Yeah, 7 was good there. Just was never really given any chance at all. I mean, just was,
Yeah, off of that half, it's gonna be way too hard to close off of that half. Yeah. So
I mean, the horse was good enough. It just was never really given a chance.
But we kind of rushed into that one. We have about
I'd say just finished race 6 at Meadowlands.
25 minutes or so until the pick 4, the late pick 4 starts at Woodbine Mohawk Park, which we're going to talk about. About 45 minutes until the pick 4 at the Meadowlands, which is a 50-cent minimum, which we're going to talk about. $50,000 guaranteed pool there. And we're also going to talk about the early pick 3 for Sunday at Rosecroft. But we've only done in the last, last month, last 5 weeks, we've only done one segment, 1 half-hour long segment. Mike, how was the holidays?
It's just fine. Yeah, I mean, it was quick, Good. What about you?
Well, I cook for everybody, so the holidays are always long days for me.
That's because you're the chef. Chef Rod. You should wear the chef hat someday, like when you're here, instead of the NAHU hat. Wear the chef hat.
I don't have a chef hat.
You need a chef hat.
If somebody wants to buy me a chef hat, then I'll wear it. Bang, bang. And I'll look good doing it.
What else you got to talk about? The Dan Patch. What's going on down there?
So we are going to be doing a show at the Dan Patch Awards on February 23rd down in Orlando, Florida. If you're there, stop by our set, say hi, jump on feed with us. We will be live for the red carpet event, and during the awards itself, we will not be live. It's just going to be the red carpet, so we're going to be showing everybody in their expensive tuxes and suits, and me looking pretty baller. I'm just saying. Mike, are you going to be there?
Maybe.
Mike maybe be there.
That's a TBD. To be determined. Right.
Mike might be there. But even if
I'm there, I'll be holding the camera for Rod. That's what I'll be doing.
You're not going to be interviewing anybody? You're just going to make me do it?
Maybe. Maybe a little.
Well, either way, you're not going to be there. It don't matter, because guess what? We've got another guest coming to co-host with me. Anyways.
Who's that?
Emily Hay from Midwest Harness Report is going to be there.
She looks better than me anyway, so let's, there's no problem here. We're good.
Well, I can't disagree with you there.
Yeah.
But shouting out some people that were watching. Terry Wilson said my best bet beat his. Uh, Emily Hay said, "Hey
Was
guys."
that his 8? Was that the 8 in the race there? Was that his best
Uh,
bet?
I didn't see who his best bet was. He actually posted it on Twitter, and I'm not on Twitter right now.
Oh, okay.
Lou said congrats last night at Mohawk. Some
Yeah, that
hellos
was
and
sweet.
yeah, those that don't know, I own part of a horse that raced at Mohawk last night. Finished second, so
Yes.
did pretty well. Happy about that.
We're
And
both very happy about that.
yes, and why wouldn't we be? NAHU, bang bang. Amy
The
O'Toole
sheep's been
looking
pretty good at
for
Mohawk.
Amy O'Toole's looking for a date for the banquet. Any suggestions? Ooh.
You bringing your brother?
No, for the Western Fair banquet. Because I can't go up there this year. Because I'm going to the Dan Patch
Oh,
Awards.
I don't know. Maybe sugar's available.
Sugar is available, I think.
There you go.
There you go, Amy.
We're pimping sugar out right here on NAHU. He'll love
Yeah.
that, by the way.
I hope he's listening right now. If Amy's listening,
you,
Sugar's got to be listening.
you know that he's gonna be laughing like he'd be hollering right now.
Amy, you got to take Sugar. Or Sugar, you got to take Amy. Get it done.
There you go. Get it done.
And if that's not going to work, then Terry Wilson needs a date too.
We're gonna have NAHU Tinder, and that's after we're done with the racing.
Yes.
So just for these matchmaking things.
We can do it all night. Just send us if you're single or not. If you want to be single, if you don't want to be single, if you just want a little hashtag bang bang, get it done, then we got you covered.
I mean, we're jacks of all trades.
Mike's video froze up there for a second, but I do want to give a shout out to living legend watching the show right now, Walter Case. Give him a
nice.
shout out.
That's awesome.
I think I hit a soft spot somewhere. But no, we've got just a couple minutes until race number 8 at Western Fair, which means that Mohawk would be going with race number 7 right now.
They are going there at the quarter.
And we also got to give a shout out to Greg Gangle, who's watching right now too.
Oh, so he's got to be all over this stuff.
Yeah, he's helping us out with a little bit of humor there. But we're going to talk about race 8 real quick at Western Fair, and then we'll jump into the late pick 4 at Woodbine Mohawk Park. And I think this 8th race, everybody except Sugar is on the 2 here, as you can see on the selections on TV there. I'm 256, Lou's 256, Sugar is 562, and Terry is 263.
Terry
taking a
picked
bomber.
a favorite? Terry on a favorite? What?
Terry, what's going on tonight? This is probably the third one you've picked, the third favorite that you've picked tonight. I don't know what's happening.
He's morphed into someone else.
Yeah, Terry's slacking on us, man.
I mean, he's given us like 15-1 every race usually, and now we're getting even money shots? Like what? I don't know. That's not him. What have you done with Terry? I want to know.
This is not the Terry that we know.
This race, Terry. I'm going all. Where are you at? You're supposed to be giving me prices.
I'm single
like
doing
Rod
even money.
Chalk.
I'm single to the even money shot, so
no,
I'm just trying to get through this leg. But
I'm
hey,
going to get through it. I'm going to tell you who's going to get through it is me. I'm going to get through it.
So am I. The connections that train the single here, they train my horse as well, so I'm trusting them here.
That's irrelevant.
I'm trusting them here.
They train like 5,000 other horses. You going to pick every one?
No, I didn't pick the one earlier. And if they don't win this one and get me through to leg number 3, then they're getting cut $100 off their training bill. So I hope
Okay.
I hope Danielle is watching right now, and
Yeah,
she
I'm
heard
sure
that
she cares about this versus everything else.
as she's walking a horse out.
Yeah, I'm sure she's watching on her phone.
But
What's wrong with the 4 in this race, Rod?
8-1. I mean that's pretty good value on this horse.
Likes the slop. Last 2 are, you can probably, forgive a little bit. I don't mind this horse, especially at this price. Just won at 40-1, 3-back in the slop.
I
they
mean,
go 40-1 a night.
She's kind of an odd mare because she's either really good or you just don't hear from her at all, and she's very hit or miss.
Well, but the slop definitely moves her up. She's 11 out of 19 in the wet, 1, 2, 3, and just there's a win on the page at 40-1 where very similar lines leading into it. Now, it did get a drop in that race. I'll give her that. But even still, this horse is not impossible in this race.
Sugar Doyle chiming in said the 5 right here, folks, much better in her latest, I should say. Hashtag hit me.
I'm okay with the 5 here too.
See,
5's getting played.
We got Sugar using the hashtags now. We're good to go. He's got his hashtag hit me. And I love it because he puts it on the website on his spot play every night on NAHUpicks.com. He ends his spot play with the hashtag hit me. I end my selections with my best bet, and at the end of it, I put the hashtag bang bang.
I don't really have my own hashtag, but maybe I need to get one.
Your hashtag could be okay.
Yeah.
Hashtag okay.
I'll figure something out. I'm not worried about it.
Hashtag mediocre.
Okay. We'll see after this race.
We will see, because you know what? My single is 2-1 right now. I'm surprised this horse is this high.
I'm not, because it's not gonna win. So
somehow
the 4 is now 4-1 in the race.
Yeah, it took quite a hit there.
It's a bit low.
Yeah, but 2-1 on Friends to the End. I mean, you and I play this horse all the time. All last year we were on this horse. She dropped down it, and Danielle claimed her. I think she's got no, Terry. We can't say that hashtag.
I want to know what that is. You'll have to tell me that later.
He changed one letter of bang bang. Just take a guess in your head.
Just one letter?
Yeah, the first letter.
Hang.
No, but now 5-2 on French to the End. I'm loving this price right now.
Now, what does that say though? That this horse was 3-5 and less than even money the last 2 races, and is now 5-2. Does that bother you?
It doesn't. I mean, it's a short field,
me a bit.
and you have a horse in the 5 that raced really well last week, Gia Diamond, and we know her from past races over at Mohawk and Redo. She's definitely got speed, and she kind of came back into form last week. So I expected her to take money, but I don't expect Friends to the End to be 5-2. And Tobin's Terror now co-favorite with the 5, the 6 horse and the 5 horse, both 2-1. Pretty even betting board among 4 of the 6 horses here.
Yeah, it's very strange. I would agree that the 2 should be lower than the 5 and the 6. The 5 did race very well last time. The track's playing towards horses from behind a little bit, so I can understand kind of the 2 and the 5 coming together in odds. But the 6 was 17-1 versus these same horses last time. Now still stuck in the outside post, and really you can't find the last win. I don't know. If you could take 2-1 on the 6, good luck. I can't. For pick 4 purposes, I think the horse plays a lot bigger than that. So, because there's going to be a lot of people using just the 2 and the 5 here. So the 6 wouldn't be the worst result as far as the pick 4 goes, I don't think.
It would
He's
be for
definitely
me.
not 2-1 in the pick four. Well, I'm just saying he's not. I mean, this horse isn't 2-1 in the pick four.
Well, the
So.
two Friends to the End just dropped to a 9-5. Very slight favorite here as they get ready to go to post. We got about 2 minutes or so until post time. The track is sloppy, in case you didn't see that already, and I think there's been 3 front end winners tonight in the first 7 races, and all of them were trotters.
Mm-hmm.
All the pacers have been from off the pace, so very odd as far as that goes. That you see something like that where the trotters, they all 3 trot races, they've actually just walked around the track, 104, 105, 105, slow halves, and then the front end just holds up. And the pace races, they've been going pretty quick to the half.
I think the 1 has a puncher's chance in the race here too. I don't mind this horse. And this horse has back class. Yeah, 26 wins, is okay in the wet, draws the rail, could get a little bit of a setup here depending on what these outside horses do. It's just okay for me. I mean, I don't,
And,
I think any of them can win, to be honest.
And we got to shout out everybody at Western Fair on site that's watching the show right now, because we got quite a few of them on our various platforms watching. Greg Blanchard, Greg Gangle, Amy O'Toole, Sugar Doyle. I'm sure the production room's got something going up there too. So shout out to all you guys. We love you guys. You're freaking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
As we got about 40 seconds to post here. 3-2 on Friends to the End. Now getting bet down a little bit as in the latter stages of betting here. But still, Gia Diamond 5-2, taking money.
Exactas with the 5 aren't bad either. If you look at the exactas, the 5 on top, except for with the 2, they're all pretty decent there. So if I were playing and you like the 5, the exactas might be a way to go to try to increase that value there.
Well, we've got about 10 seconds to post. They're going to the gate here for race number 8. We're going to give it over to Sugar Doyle, and as soon as this race finishes, we're jumping right into the pick 4, late pick 4 at Woodbine Mohawk Park. So here's race number 8 at Western Fair.
American featuring Rod, Mike, and Ray. Alrighty, Ginger, Friends to the End, Delta Greystone, So Long Sugar, Gia Diamond, and Tobin's Terror for 6 starters on gate. They're an 1/8 of a mile from the start. Pacing mares for the Equestro feature. Here they come. They're off, So Long Sugar. Leaving out sharply for Day along the inside, it's going to be Ginger. Ginger to go with So Long Sugar here. Traveling in third is Friends to the End. So the hole opens up for So Long Sugar to slide in for second as they get on by the opening 8th. It's going to be Ginger on top by 2.5. Second best, So Long Sugar. Friends to the End. Rolling to the outside briefly from third. They're going lots to this opening quarter. It's the Chestnut Ginger at 10-1, fronting through a quarter mile of 29 seconds flat. She's still out there by 2. So Long Sugar travels in second. Friends to the End third. Not keeping up in fourth was Delta Greystone, so that's going to bring Gia Diamond to the outside in fifth, and Tobin's Terror will look to try to follow up on that cover. They come down in front of us to the halfway point. Ginger, the one to take down. Friends to the End. Right lined again. She's out and rolling, and she is second best on the outside with a lap to go. Ginger on top, right on her wheel. Friends to the End. So Long Sugar still up there in the top 3. Poised in fourth is Gia Diamond. Tobin's Terror got a little bit closer, and then along the inside it was Delta Greystone. The half clocked up in a minute. And 4/5, Ginger doing all the work, trying to get paid. Friends to the End. Second best on the outside, towed right up into it here in third now is Gia Diamond. So Long Sugar is a locked and block for Tobin's Terror. Wide in fifth, the treader Delta Greystone. Final turn action coming up for Friends to the End, who's now a clear leader. Friends to the End by a half length, though. Gia Diamond unleashed and will unload. Right here, right now, Gia Diamond quickly to the top. It's going to be Friends to the End to fight on here in second. Tobin's Terror trying to make something happen from third. Ginger still hanging in there fourth. G Diamond, she was sitting on a big one. G Diamond for the win. Second best. There was a Friends to the End. Tobin's Terror third. Ginger holding fourth.
Gia Diamond with the perfect setup. Finishes that off in race number 8 at Western Fair. As we quickly move into what we call another late pick 4 over at Woodbine Mohawk Park. Starting right here in race number 8. We don't get a feed for that, so guess what? Sorry! Hashtag sorry, not sorry. We're going to talk about that right now. Race number 8, Woodbine Mohawk Park. Starts this late pick 4. And I know this is a decent sequence, and Mike, you made it pretty simple here to start it off.
Yeah, I mean, I do think the first race is an obvious horse, and that's the 7, Better Be Going. It was 1-9 in the first leg of this, and, really, I think only has maybe one rival in this race. This horse went 51-1 on December 21st, then had a brutal trip going against Military Secret, who's won 3 in a row at the racetrack, was 1-9 last time and toyed with this group. I really think this horse is much better than these, so I keyed the 7 in leg 1.
I'm too deep, obviously, using the 7 there and also using the 8, Orly Vital, coming off of 2 straight wins, has won 4 of her last 5, or 3 of her last 4, including a qualifier there. Very, very good form. Big back half last time, and that's really the reason why I went ahead and used this horse again in this race. And, for only having 4 lifetime starts, 3 of them were wins, so I think this horse is in great form. She's got a great start to her career, and I expect her to be right there once again. Just needs a little bit of pace to get involved in this race late. So I'm 7-8 to start it off. Leg number 2, fillies, 9 winners of 10,000 last 5, and a little bit tougher task here. I thought this race was wide open. I'm actually going 6 deep here in leg number 2, starting with the 2, Just Her Luck. Does have some braking issues, but when she stays flat, this horse is wicked fast. I think this horse is the fastest horse in a race, but does have that braking issue, so you got to be cautious there, but there is value to be had. The 4, This Dragon Rocks. Jay Harris jumps back on again. Last week had no chance, got away in the back, shuffled the last, ended up way wide coming off the last turn. Tough spot there, but closed extremely well. I expect a big effort tonight. The 5, Tables Big Secret, ships over from Flamborough, racing in top levels over there. This is a pretty lateral move. 15-time winner last year and hasn't missed the board this year. Tough horse. 6, Don't Stop Believin'. Very hit or miss type. Kind of a every other week type of horse that she's been lately. James McDonald stays on the drive off of a good effort last time. Big closing kick there. The 9, Win Song Magnifique, off of 2 straight wins, I think is very obvious in this spot, but the outside post is the concern. And then the 10, Sly Eleanor. Jody Jameson jumps back on, and he drove this horse 2 back. She raced very well for him in that start, and I do think from that inside post he's going to get a nice trip coming up with cover. So I'm 6 deep there. 2, 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10. Mike?
Okay, so we don't have much time. So I'm 5 deep. I agree with most of those. I agree on the 4 should come late. The 5's in good form. Gets Christopheru and should be close. The 6, Don't Stop Believing, has had trips in the last 3 races and does have speed if they want to use it with her. The 8, Kylie Sealster. This horse has a big brush when she gets a setup. McNair has been as hot as anything, and then the 9 is sharp right now, also off 2 straight. So 4, 5, 6, 8, and 9 there.
Leg number
almost a minute or so, Rod. So
we got just over a minute here until post. About a minute to post now. Leg 3, I am 3 deep. I'm going 6, 7, and 8. Lions Jenny Lee. the 7 Parisian Blue Chip and the 8 Our Vacation. My top play there would be the 8 Our Vacation. Mike?
Yeah, I'm very different here. I like the 4 Outlaw. I'm a Hot Vixen who's raced well, gets back to the big track, 6 wins last year. The 7 Parisian Blue Chip has a huge class edge, but has been laid off a month. And then the 9 Whistey's Paradise, who was huge last week, kicked in 27 to just miss.
Uh, fourth and final leg, final race of the night at Woodbine Mohawk Park. 3 deep there once again, 4, 5, and 6 for me, which makes my ticket 7, 8 with 2, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10 with 6, 7, 8 with 4, 5, 6. It's 21.60 for 20 cents. Give your ticket, Mike.
I'm 2 for 8 in the last, so it's 7 with 4, 5, 6, 8, 9 with 4, 7, 9 with 2, 4, 8. It's $9 for 20 cents. Play it a couple times.
Mike's ticket is shorter than mine, but guess what? They're going to the gate for race number 8. 3 to 5 on the 7 right now. 9 to 2 on the 8, so I'm looking for the 8.
For tonight's 8th race, as we start the late pick 4 wager here. Second division, second round of the Snowshoe Series, wrapping up the preliminary action here tonight. Battle of the Week 1 winners. 7 Better Be Going. A 3 to 5 favorite here for trainer Perot and driver Chris Christoforou. The 8 Warwe Vital, also a Week 1 winner. Back-to-back scores, in fact, for that son of Captain Treacherous, Trevor Henry, aboard the Rob Fellows trainee. It is post time for race 8. Eighth race field picks up speed. They're set for a start. They're off and pacing. Hard speed outside from Warwe Vital as he powers his way to the frontier for Henry. Second away down the center came Excavator, through at the inside Big Buck and Jim third. Fourth outside to Malpine Hammer. Taken back in fifth went Lion Coppertop. Further back to Better Be Going. He was a little bit rolly getting off the gate tonight. Further back at the inside is Cruise Captain as he sneaks away seventh towards the rail. And Blue Crew, the early trailer from back in eighth, first panel 27-1. So Warwe Vital is flexing his pecs early as he's got the lead by a length and a half. Back into second, Big Mock and Jim Lyons. Coppertop third, Excavator fourth, fifth inside to Malpine Hammer. Better Be Going is sixth, seventh across the backstretch, Cruise Captain, and Blue Crew underway from last. Up to the midway point, tactical advantage goes to Warwe Vital as he leads it by 2 lengths here for Henry, hitting the opening half in 57-2, a second panel 30-1. They head to the final turn. Warwe Vital on top, 2.5 lengths better than Big Bach and Jim. Lions Coppertop in third, Excavator fourth now. Fifth inside to Malpine Hammer. Better Be Going is underway, sixth outside. Seventh to Blue Crew, and in at the rail from an eighth as they round the final turn is Cruise Captain. Here they come to 3/4. Warwe Vital still there, 3 lengths in front now. Big Mock and Jim is back into second. Excavator third to the outside, 3/4 in 126-3, and they spin for home. Chasing after Warwe Vital as he leads it now by 4 lengths. Back into second is Big Mock and Jim. Down the center, third is Excavator. Outside into fourth is Better Be Going. Not tonight for him. Warwe Vital, lights on, horn blowing as Henry just blows this field away. Here's Warwe Vital coming to the line all wrapped up, and an eye-catching score tonight for this colt. Warwe Vital won by 6, and he's home in 153-2. And that's a 26-4 smoke show over the off-going tonight in the second division of the Snowshoe.
Well, the 7 didn't get a hold of the track at all. He was struggling the entire time. I mean, and yeah. Well, Henry, that's the difference between Henry and Christopher, right? I mean, he can blast off the gate like that. I mean, he can do that. No. Well, you knew the race was over as soon as he got to front. I mean, the race was over right then. That was that. I knew right then. I was like, well, this is over. Because that horse is the best closer in the race, and he's sitting on the front, just sitting there. Yeah. This is by far the best race this horse has gone, but that's a really good race from that horse. I mean, look at it. He was reaching out and getting a hold of it. The 7 was just bouncing all over the place and, slipping, and it was just no good. He wasn't catching this one anyway, but it's just... Done. I am alive in London. And I did play my London ticket. I somehow didn't get my Woodbine ticket in because I waited a little too long because we kind of got a little lost there. So it's okay. Mine was only $9 anyway. I did. So ooh, are we doing Meadowlands or what are we doing? Because if we better get moving then. Check your audio. Check your audio.
Crap. Why was I muted? Oh, I did
Uh-huh.
that. But anyways, um, the 6, I'm using the 4 and the 6. The 6 is third time for Andrew Harris. He's got early gate speed. He's got enough late kick that he can hold them off late if he does make the front, and he should make the front here. So I'm using 4-6 to start off the sequence at the Meadowlands.
I agree. 4-6 for me also. Pretty much everything you said. Four sitting on a big race here. Just missed last time. Odds are much lower now. I think about 4-1 currently. Another perfect draw. I would expect a more aggressive drive. And then the 6 very, very fast. Was excellent on January the 3rd, winning from the 10 hole, and then ran into Jail Cruise on the 11th of January. Really, and I thought raced pretty well in that race and was bet into those horses that night. There is no Jail Cruise in this race. He's that horse is the one to beat for sure. So it's 4-6.
Race number 9, leg 2 of this pick 4. Mike, you go ahead and start us off here.
Four deep for me here. The two, My Sister Lucy. We were talking about this horse before the show, and this horse has two straight races at Yonkers. Last time had the 7 hole, 2 moved and ended up 4th. Raced pretty well. If you look back on December 19th, this horse had the 9 hole in a similar spot and ran into Woodmere Alexiak, who was in the middle of a, decent win streak at that time. This horse fits in this race, draws inside, is 10-1 morning line, and I think is a must use here. The 3, Apple Hanover, comes in from Dover, and, in those winners of 6 type races, those are tough races. This horse draws well here, gets the big track, has made 182,000. Gets Callahan. I would expect an aggressive drive from Top Connections. I think that horse is worth the use. The 4 sudden passing. This horse used to be a horse that raced in Canada and is capable of big speed. Has a 51-1 mark. Gets Tetrick now. It's Tetrick Burke. And I would expect it's probably going to be bad. That Narcy and Jewel race, really, that's tougher than these. I think you need to use that one. And then the 7 Strong Opinion came out of that same race and, has back lines to go to. This horse has a ton of back class, especially maybe not necessarily last year, but as a 3-year-old did win quite a bit of money. So 2, 3, 4, 7.
I'm 4 deep here also. Similar, but a little bit different. The 1 Traffic Jam gets the rail. Has flashed early speed in the past, and I expect Tyler Buter to be using that early speed to his advantage tonight with that inside post. That's why I'm using this horse. The 3, Apple Hanover. I agree with everything you said about this one. Fits well here. Likes to share and likes to be in the mix. A little bit of a class drop, in my opinion. The 4 sudden passing, Tetrick Burke. I mean, that's pretty obvious to me. And then the 6, she's sporty. Marcus Miller jumps back on. He knows this horse, and she's faced some pretty tough foes recently. Last week threw in kind of a clunker. I'll excuse it. Hopefully this horse is better this week and we see a little bit more. So I'm 1, 3, 4, 6 there in leg number 2 as we've got 10 seconds to post at Western Fair for race number 9. And Mike, remind us who you're live to. Oh, and before you do that, I know my audio was muted there for a minute, and I just wanted to say, I see your lips moving, but I can't make out the words. I'm deaf.
So make sure you check all the, make sure we're back on Facebook and YouTube and things.
Oh yeah, we're good.
Okay, all right.
Who are you live to?
So at London live to 2357 here.
All right, here we go.
Already. Top of the stretch now. Picking up speed. Here they come. Got you up to race number 9 in London, and it starts right now. The Rough Avuncular had the best start. Eagle Scout along the inside, All Out Henry flashing early speed tonight. He will race 3rd in the early going. Liam Needsom behaving at a 4th. Possible Credit 5th. It's going to be Avatar Sealster in 6th. Next in line, 7th Massive Pajama Party. You Could Be That Girl is the trailer. Well strung out here. At least 15 lengths tip to tail. Avuncular missionized here at 9-2. Closing up the gap now in 2nd. Eagle Scout. All Out Henry right there with them in 3rd. Liam Needsom 4th. 29-4 the quarter mile for the Trotters. Avuncular released at 9-2 on the front end mission. Second best continues to be Eagle Scout. Thinking about it 3rd. All Out Henry. Liam Needsom trying to flush out that cover. It's Possible Credit trotting at a 5th outside 6th. There goes You Could Be That Girl down in front of us. Avuncular on the lead. Here comes All Out Henry. All Out Henry put in play now. Second best on the outside after a half mile of 1:02 and 4. Big time breather through that second frame. Avuncular on the lead. Second best up and after this one is All Out Henry. Eagle Scout continues to be 3rd. Liam Needsom towed right up into it here in 4th. Possible Credit showing 5th. Ahead of Avatar Sealster, You Could Be That Girl. And trailing Massive Pajama Party, pairing up on down the backside. All Out Henry puts ahead in front of Avuncular. Liam Needsom getting a great journey outside in 3rd. Locked and blocked 4th for Eagle Scout. Possible Credit has switched outside in 5th. Final turn action. After 3 quarters, 133 and 1. Avuncular still there. All Out Henry won't go away. 3 wide side for Liam Needsom in behind a wall. Eagle Scout, Possible Credit's going to be widest of all. It's All Out Henry leading. Liam Needsom, Possible Credit coming on. All Out Henry, Possible Credit. All Out Henry holding on maybe. Possible Credit right there with him with Eagle Scout and Liam Needsom. 205 and 1.
I'm not sure the 5 got there. Do you think?
I think he got there.
Well, that's close.
Very close.
8 was giant. Although, I'll tell you this, there's going to be an inquiry because when the 8 came off the rail, he interfered with the 7. So I'm just like, there should be an inquiry on the backside there because when the 8 jumped off the rail there, the 7 had to jump. So.
Yeah, maybe. But we got to finish this pick 4 right quick over at the Meadowlands as they're out post parading. So we've only got a few minutes to post there. We were on leg number 3, and Mike, start us off there.
5 deep in leg 3, I think it's tough. The 1 ER Skywalker gets Marcus, gets an inside post, won last time, and I really think that horse is a must-use. The 4, Crazy About Pat, is racing numbers of 7,500, now drops numbers of 5,000 after 2 pretty nice finishes. A use for me. The 5, Alex the Great, kicked 27-2 last time at numbers of 7,500. It takes another drop down, so that one's a use. The 6, Chief Justice, is racing well, coming up the ladder, and I don't mind that. This horse has some back class also, and then the 8, Mystical Win. This horse was racing that very tough numbers of 6 class, and this is lesser types and made 60,000 last year. 1, 4, 5, 6, 8.
Quickly results unofficial over at Western Fair 5-8-2-1. there in race number 9, or race number 10, I should say. For me, in race number 10 over at the Meadowlands, I'm 4 deep. Starting with the 1, I think is fairly obvious with the driver change to Marcus Miller. Gets the inside post. He's shown early speed, really good form recently, and you're not really changing class as much. So I do like this horse working out a nice trip here. The 3, Sortie Hanover, Drew Monty jumps on, and that's really the biggest reason why I use this horse. I think he fits well. This is kind of a level where last week, he made a big move down the backside and just got a little bit tired late, so I expect him to be right there. Made 64,000 last year, so I think you got to respect his chances. The 5, Alex the Great. Mitch Cushing stays on. He had a big late kick last time, and if he can repeat that effort, follow up cover, and get close, he's got a big shot. Slight class drop as well. And then the 7, Mr. Houdini. Another one that's Burke and Tim Tetrick, I think needs to be used. And he's also taken a slight class drop. So 1, 3, 5, 7 there for me. Leg number 4 to close it out. I am 3 deep. So I'm 2 deep, 5 and 6, which makes my ticket 4-6 with 1, 3, 4, 6 with 1, 3, 5, 7 with 5, 6. It would be
48.
It was 48 with so $32. Give your ticket, Mike.
I would like the 4 also in the last. I'm going to use your 5 instead. So I'm 4-6 with 2, 3, 4, 7 with 1, 4, 5, 6, 8 with 3, 5, and 10 in the last, and that's $60. And I just played it.
Mike's in on his ticket. Where are they at Mohawk?
Right now,
as they go to the gate at the Meadowlands.
They're good. We got like 5-6 minutes.
Okay, so they're waiting on Meadowlands.
Still in the paddock, yeah.
All right, so here is race number 8. Start of the pick 4 at the Meadowlands. 50,000 guarantee.
Start of the pick 4.
I just said that, Ken.
3 to 5 favorite. The 6 very fast.
Jeez.
At 5 to 2 to 4. Say You Do.
Bang bang.
And at 9 to 1, the 9 Hammer Time. Trotters are set. Race 8 starts the pick 4. Here they come. They're off in trotting. Say You Do. Inspector away with very fast. Those 3 with Cyclone Maximus on the inside with Alert Trot into the first turn. Cyclone Maximus, Say You Do is in between them. And very fast is 3 Watt on the outside. Inspector gets away in third to the opening quarter mile. Hammer Time dives in a 5-hole tuck in front of Rentier. And then comes Trixie Dust, and this guy is on fire. Zlatan, and the early trailer is Marion Gondolier. First quarter up in 28 and 1. Very fast, headstrong here. Strides clear by a length and 3/4 for Corey Callahan. It's Say You Do in that second spot. Cyclone Maximus is third. Spectre is fourth. Next, it's Hammer Time, 5th on the inside. At the half now, Rentier to the outside, then Trixie Dust. And this guy is on fire, Zlatan. And Marion Gondolier, 56 and 2. 28-1 again. Well rated here, very fast in command at 3 to 5. Very fast, a length and a half. Perfect trip for Say You Do. Cyclone Maximus still third on the cones. Spectra is fourth. Spectre to the outside. Fourth, tracked by Hammer Time. 5th on the outside. Then Trixie Dust, a late move. Rentier on the inside. Marion Gondolier from the back with this guy is on fire, and Zlatan. Striding past 3/4, very fast, is opening up. 125 and 3 in the stretch. Very fast by 2.5. Trying to gear up and come to him is Say You Do in that second spot. Is full out. Cyclone Maximus and Hammer Time, a late move on the outside along with Trixie Dust. But it's very fast all the way. Very fast, is wrapped up and cruising. 3 in a row for Corey Callahan. Very fast, then Say You Do. And then Hammer Time and close, either Trixie Dust or Cyclone Maximus 153 and 2.
Very, very fast there. Went
Indeed.
very, very fast.
Never looked a loser.
No, he was very strong there.
Yeah.
As Dan Kahn would say, very, very easy. He did look like he did that very easily. Just a few minutes to post for race number 10. You're still live in his pick 4, aren't you? Yep.
Yeah, I don't. I'm trying to wait and see what they're paying here, but the pick 3s aren't exactly huge.
Pick 3s are not that good, but those are for 20 cents. Pick 4 will pays. Hey, pretty decent. Those are dollar payoffs.
Yeah.
Who do you have here?
The 1 and the 6.
So the 1 is paying $1.15 and change for $1, and the 6 is paying $4.26 and change for $1.
Yeah, and it was a $19 ticket. I mean, those are 20.
Yeah, you're gonna make money if either one of them wins. So
yeah,
bang,
preferably
bang.
the 6.
Yeah,
the 6s shouldn't be. I mean, the 1 shouldn't be 1 to 9 in this race. That's a ridiculous price. I mean, it is reflected in pick 3s and things. I mean, he's way low, but this horse is not a 1 to 9 shot. No way.
no, not 1 to 9. I figured the horse would be the chalk, but not 1 to 9 chalk. And I expect the horse to kind of drift up a little bit from there. But we've started.
Well, it can only go anywhere but up. That's it. That's all it can go. I mean, it's 1 to 9, so it's got to come up.
I mean, could stay 1 to 9, but I expect the horse to drift up a little bit. Race number 9, they're on the track parading at Woodbine Mohawk Park. I'm still live in my pick 4. Mike's out.
Not out.
Mike singled the 3 to 5 and got beat by the one I told him to use earlier.
You were right.
I'm 6 deep here.
You got a good chance to hit this now because you're deep the rest of the way.
And I had the second. 9 to 2 was the second choice there in the front leg. Mm-hmm. So not bad. But being 6 deep here, I've got 2, 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10. I've got a 24 to 1 shot, a 10 to 1 shot, and then the 3 horses that are getting 3 of the 4 that are getting bet, anyways. I don't have the 8. Do you have the 8 anywhere?
Yeah, I mean the 8's McNair. This horse does have a big brush and is capable at this level. So it's just, and McNair's been incredibly hot. Right now I'm surprised the 9's not taking a little more money. But
outside post.
Yeah, but I mean 2 straight wins and 2 straight really nice wins. I mean, kicked 26 and 3 last time. Beat the 8 horse, who had a much better setup. So, I do understand the 8, and that was a bit of a wake up there for that one. The 9's in great form, but the post is an issue. So I think the 4 is an interesting horse in the race also, and you're getting 11 to 1. That's an excellent price in the 4.
I'll tell you what, I have a feeling the 9's going to leave. He looks a little wound up in the post parade. I see Bob McClure's got his wrist through the handholds there. I do think the 9 is going to be firing right out of there. Just dropped from 6 to 1 to 5 to 1, so expect some late money to come in on this
like
horse.
You said, the track has played closer to the lead tonight, and the best horses are winning so far.
Yeah.
I mean, the track's, but there's nothing launching from huge far back to win. So
no, it's playing speed, and really most of the night it's been logical horses that have been up close. So here we go for, you can see they're getting ready to come out to post parade at Western Fair. Race number 9 at Woodbine Mohawk Park. They are going to the gate.
Horses are on their way to the gate now for tonight's 9th race.
I know, I just said that.
5 to 2 in favored 6, Don't Stop Believin'. Fast closing third, innermost recent opportunity. Julie Robinson trains the Camelot Miss, winless in 3 on the year. 5-2 the price offered on the 6, Don't Stop Believin', the choice of many as we venture into our final pick 3 wagering opportunity on tonight's card. Here is the 9th race from Mohawk Park picking up speed. They're set for a start. Off and pacing, and a good beginning for the favorite Don't Stop Believin', who charges out of there. Table's Big Secret coming through as well. From the inside, there's Catch an Ace, and from the extreme outside, Kylie Sealster has her engine revved up big time. Kylie Sealster sprints to that early lead. Table's Big Secret drops to the pocket position. Third away, Don't Stop Believin'. Back into fourth, Catch an Ace. An overland trip thus far. Fifth are This Dragon Rocks. Sixth to the rail is Just Her Luck. Seventh away from the second tier, Sly Eleanor. Final three in the group are Just My Shadow, Deb towards the rail, and the last one, Windsong Magnifique, off a quarter of 27 and a fifth. Up on the outside comes Table's Big Secret looking for the lead. Back into second is Kylie Sealster. A left out there, third, This Dragon Rocks, parked every step thus far. Back to fourth, Don't Stop Believin'. Catch an Ace from in fifth now. Sixth getting underway, Just Her Luck. Seventh and up on the move comes Sly Eleanor. Final three remain Deb, Just My Shadow, and the last one, Windsong Magnifique. 56 and 3 speed to the half. Into the final turn, chasing after Table's Big Secret. She leads it by about a length. Second to the outside, This Dragon Rocks. Kylie Sealster is right there with them from in third. Then on cover fourth is Just Her Luck. Trapped in fifth. Coming up to three quarters is Don't Stop Believin'. Sixth overland is Sly Eleanor. Seventh trapped in is Catch an Ace. Here's three quarters, and here's Table's Big Secret. She's there in 125 and 3. Kylie Sealster in the pocket position from in second, a length and a half away. The rail from in third for Don't Stop Believin'. Outside off cover comes Just Her Luck. Here's Sly Eleanor powering up from the backfield late now. Into the final eighth of the mile. Table's Big Secret clear by 2. Sly Eleanor continues to pick them up on the outside for Jameson, and it's Sly Eleanor reaching up on the outside. Sly Eleanor to win. Table's Big Secret second, from last to get third. Windsong Magnifique, and fourth was Don't Stop Believin' in 153 4/5.
I had the 5 picked on top on the website. I can never seem to get the 10 right ever. Whenever I think she's going to be good, she's terrible. And whenever I think, she's going to be no good, she does that. I mean, the 5 was really big there. God, I mean, this horse is just so. But the slop really helps her. I mean, she's 6 out of 7, 1, 2, 3 in the wet. Yeah, that's a miss. It's a hit tonight, but a miss for me again. And I mean, Jody driving this horse is a big. That's huge for this one. Mm-hmm. 7-2 on your. Make sure you unmute yourself again. You keep doing that.
Yeah, I know. I keep forgetting. I mute myself when the race goes so that I can take a drink of water and you don't hear me slurping.
I'd rather hear you slurping than this. Like you're off. And there you go. Cool. That's nice. Go ahead, just mute yourself again. People don't want to.
Well, you asked for it, so
4-1 on the 6. I'll take 4-1 on the 6. The way the track is playing. Yes, please.
yeah, I think that's a decent price. I'm loving the price on the 9 right now, 6-1. That's a great number.
What do you like? Tell me what you like besides the driver, please. I'm just wondering.
On the 9?
Yeah.
That start last week, he was aggressive with this horse, and the horse raced way, way better. And the fact
But that was from the 2 hole. This is the 9. I mean, this
right.
is a huge
I
difference.
expect Mark to be out first over with this horse and being aggressive once again. This horse showed that he could take some air, so I
mean, the 2 has absolutely no gate speed whatsoever. Really, the 1, I mean, I don't know that this horse is going to leave either. This horse is going to be in a stone cold jackpot.
Well, they've been
geez.
closing most of the night anyways.
Okay, I mean, I get that, but that's a very tough spot. This is going to be a tough spot for the 9 here, I think, unless he can work his magic, or I don't know. But oof.
My only issue with the 6 is the guy that's driving. He's batting. His average last year is the same as it is this year.
I get it. I mean, yeah. I mean that is sort of an issue at this price. I do like the last 2 races though quite a bit. So.
But I'm hoping that the 6 wins for your pick 4 ticket. Cash that thing.
That'd be okay. I mean, I would take the 80, whatever it is. So, yeah, that's who I'm rooting for. Obviously, this is a tough race. This is a great.
It is.
They're
very.
Honestly, you could pitch like the top 3 favorites and box the rest, and that wouldn't be a bad bet in the race. It honestly wouldn't. I mean, that's how crazy this race is.
Yeah, this is kind of a weird one, but we'll see how it plays out here. I'm on the 1 and 9 here, hoping that the 6 wins for Mike. Mike's got the 1 and 6 still alive in the pick 4, so
he's got the 9 in the middle of the racetrack, sitting behind the 5.
He's smart. He knows what he's doing. Here we go, race number 10.
Picking up speed. And for the added distance in London, one final time, it is go time. The rough. It's going to be Miss Ohio along the inside, though. Play with Passion is going with, and way up on the outside, Zin Fandar crossing right on over here. Zin Fandar is to the top. It's Play with Passion on hold in second. Sliding into third was Miss Ohio as they go on by that opening 8th turn. It's going to be Play with Passion. Roused up from the pocket here and sprinting to the quarter mile. Play with Passion here at 1 to 5.
Great drive on the 6 here.
Grabbing early control. Second best was in Fandard. It's going to be Miss Ohio to travel from third. 4th best away for As Brave as My Mama. 5th and in, we've got Team Leader. Then we go back to Action Royal Grin off the back end. There goes Mock Shark. Looking to pick up that cover. Momara. Trailing, it's about time to win, so the backfield in motion now. After a quarter mile, zipped right along for this crew, 28 and 4. Play with Passion on the lead. Second best, Zinfandart strolling up on the outside and now showing third. Here is Mock Shark carrying up Momara. Along the inside now in 5th, Miss Ohio. Thinking about it, 6, As Brave as My Mama. Along the inside was Team Leader. Then came Action Royal Grin. The trailer continues to be It's About Time to Win. 59 and 4 at the half. Sorry leading here with Play with Passion. The heavy favorite going along. Second best is Zinfandard out there in third. Mock Shark. It's Miss Ohio. Inside to be 4th. Way up on the outside now. Momara under heavy urging. As Brave as My Mama's in behind the wall. 3/4 up and 131 and 4. Play with Passion still leading. Zinfandart has been tracking all the way. Miss Ohio back on for third, saving ground. As Brave as My Mama into the stretch they come, and this is still Play with Passion. She's drawing off. Play with Passion on top and pacing away. Zinfandart for second. Miss Ohio trying to be third against As Brave as My Mama and Momara. No doubt about the winner there. Play with Passion. Sorry on for the Brickmans.
Mike cashes his pick 4.
Very, very, very small profit.
Profit's profit.
They're headed to the gate to Meadowlands here. The 2 right now is currently 11 to 1. That's very good value on this horse.
So here is
very interesting.
Race number 9. Second leg of the pick 4.
Both the 3, Apple, Hanover, and the
Meadowlands.
Sudden Passing. They're both 9 to 5 on the board. 6 to 1 on 6. She's Sporty. Field of 10 on gate, picking up speed for race 9. Here they come. They're off. Strong Opinions out fast on the outside. That's Sudden Passing and Apple Hanover away together from the inside with Traffic Jam on the rail. Into the first turn, My Sister Lucy cuts the corner into fifth. Just a bit of charm on the outside, looking to tuck in sixth in front of She Sporty seventh. And then it's Moonshine Charlie on the outside, eighth, with Disturbed Hanover, and Ella is Awesome. 2 wide at the quarter. Strong Opinion takes the lead, not for long. Here comes Sudden Passing and Tetrick, 27-3. Sudden Passing does pass and take the lead. Passes Strong Opinion back in the second spot now. Apple Hanover third. Across the backstretch they go. Traffic Jam next in line, fourth. Meister Stilusti on the cones in fifth. Just a bit of charm next in sixth near the half. She Sporties. His Fed Racetrack goes up with Moonshine Charlie. And the trailer's Disturbed Hanover, and Ella is Awesome. Halfway home for Sudden Passing, 7-5, a rated 56 seconds. 2-hole ride for Strong Opinion. Apple Hanover third. Onto the far turn they go. Traffic Jam is fourth. Trying to flush her out is She Sporty on the outside, fifth. On the cones, My Sister Lucy is sixth, with Moonshine Charlie seventh on the outside. And then it's Just a Bit of Charm on the rail. And from the back, Ella is Awesome. Stride for stride there, Disturbed Hanover. They're at 3/4, and it's Sudden Passing, the one to track down. Apple Hanover in gear, 124 and 2 into the stretch. Here comes Apple Hanover, unleashed by Corey Callahan, right by Sudden Passing. Strong Opinion.
My internet freaking flipped off. Here we go. All right, we are back. Slight little thing there, but the 3 wins leg number 2, race number 9 of the Pick Fort the Meadowlands. I'm still live. Are you live, Mike?
Mm-hmm.
Corey Callahan.
Chalky, though.
Corey Callahan with his 4th winner. I think that was 4, right?
Yeah, I think it's 4 in a row.
4 in a row, yeah. The Natural Grand Slam.
That's pretty good.
Corey Callahan's on fire. I expected Tim Tetrick after the first race. I expected him to win like 8 tonight. So
you can bet the 2 back off that trip because he just was given absolutely no chance whatsoever. So, but that's that.
And they're going on to the track for race number 10 over at Woodbine Mohawk Park. And we've got...
Are we going to take a break tonight, or are we just going to hammer through this whole entire thing?
No, we're just going to keep hammering because we kind of had a little bit of a break there, 3 races in a row.
Oh.
So,
okay.
That was a decent break.
Somehow the one's getting better at Woodbine. I mean, after 2 pretty average starts, I'd imagine they're going to go hard here with this one and the way this horse is being played.
Well, I'm live over at Mohawk to the 6, 7, and 8.
Mm-hmm. I think I was 4, 7, 9 here, so we're not really anywhere close to. The 4 is a huge price, 37-1.
Yeah, that's yeah. I would say that's pretty big. I don't have the 4.
20-1. The 9's 20-1 also. I mean, 9. These horses are not without a chance in this race. I mean, the way the one's being bet makes me very suspicious. Because this horse it's very good.
Oh, what the
really,
flip?
Are we on or off?
Well, oh no, it restarted.
Okay, good or bad?
It restarted on Facebook. We're good to go.
Okay.
Because it got disconnected and then it just restarted. But actually, while we have about 2 or 3 minutes here, I
don't like the 8 in that race at all, by the way.
Let me see if I can get this pulled up here.
What are you pulling up?
I want to see if this works, if I can do this correctly.
The 9's worth a bet at Mohawk at 20. It's top pick on NAHUPicks.com.
Here we go. All right. Here is, I wanted to show this while we have about 2 minutes to post here. This is one of the greatest horses of all time. 1978. And listen to this. Rambling Willie. Roosevelt Raceway.
They're off along the inside. Spare Hand tries for the lead out in the middle of the track. Kerry Gold, the far outside, Rambling Willie. Down along the inside, Ombro Splurge. They go around the turn and down the back stretch. Spare Hand leads it by a length. Kerry Gold comes to him on the outside to challenge. Ombro Splurge at the rail third. Rambling Willie the outside with cover fourth. Sirota Anderson fifth. Three back to Barney Fainer sixth. Jade Prince trails the field. They're at the quarter pole. Kerry Gold has moved to take the lead. Rambling Willie on the outside to challenge the quarter mile at 29 and 1. Around the paddock turn the first time. On the outside, Rambling Willie has taken the lead. Kerry Gold at the rail is second. Along the inside, Spare Hand third. Ombro Splurge is on the move, fourth and going up. They're in the stretch coming to the half-mile pole. Rambling Willie leads it by a length. Ombro Splurge on the outside to challenge for the lead. They're at the half-mile pole. Rambling Willie, Ombro Splurge on the outside, heads apart, 59 and 1. Around the clubhouse turn the final time. Along the inside, Rambling Willie has the lead. Ombro Splurge parked the outside second. Kerry Gold up the rail third. Spare Hand moves to the outside with cover fourth. Along the inside, Barney Fainer fifth. Sirota Anderson sixth. Jade Prince trails the field. They go down the back stretch the final time. Rambling Willie leads at three parts of a length. Ombro Splurge second. Kerry Gold third. Moving on the far outside, Sirota Anderson, 3/4 and 1, 28 and 4. Around the final turn, Rambling Willie leads it by a full length. Kerry Gold stays with him at the rail second. Far outside, Sirota Anderson third. We're at the top of the stretch. A Rambling Willie, Kerry Gold out in the middle of the track to challenge for the lead. They drive for the wire. Rambling Willie, Kerry Gold on the outside. Rambling Willie is in front. Rambling Willie.
How about Rambling Willie?
Love Rambling Willie.
Back in 1978.
I was one. I was watching Bang Bang.
And here goes Mohawk. They just started.
That one, Lions Jenny Lee, and from the fence, Taj Me All Over pacing out with them from in third. Crossing in from fourth goes Take Your Breath Away, fifth inside to Spring Bridge Vision. Then it's back six to Pretty Hot, seventh down to the rail is Parisian Blue Chip. Final two in the field, Our Vacation and Wisty's Paradise. Single file, the group of nine, led to the quarter by Lions Jenny Lee. She's on top in 27 and 2. Outlaw, I'm a Hot Vixen, plugged in the pocket spot. Taj Me All Over third, Take Your Breath Away from in fourth, fifth inside to Spring Bridge Vision. Then it's back six to Pretty Hot. Seventh at the inside tracks Parisian Blue Chip. Gapping a length and a half from back in eighth position is Our Vacation, and the trailer ninth is Wisty's Paradise as some action starts up from the backfield. Pretty Hot to go first over on the way to the half. Lions Jenny Lee leads the way for Cullen, just over a length in front. Back in second, Outlaw, I'm a Hot Vixen, Taj Me All Over third, chasing a 59-second first half. Second split of 31 and 3. Nice breather for Lions Jenny Lee, and she'll race them into the final turn. Outlaw, I'm a Hot Vixen is right there second, a length and a half to Taj Me All Over. Pretty Hot on the outside from in fourth. Fifth inside, Trapped In, Take Your Breath Away. Then on cover, Parisian Blue Chip. Covered times 2 for Spring Bridge Vision. Final two in the field, Our Vacation and Wisty's Paradise. Teletimer, the best friend of Lions Jenny Lee tonight, as she's by that third marker in 1:28 and 2. She's really had things her own way, and she spins into the stretch. 2 lengths and now 3 in front. Back in second, Outlaw, I'm a Hot Vixen. Here outside third, Taj Me All Over. Scooting up the cones, Take Your Breath Away as they come into the final eighth of the mile. Lions Jenny Lee, Take Your Breath Away at the inside, still in with a shot. Lions Jenny Lee, Take Your Breath Away, closing and getting up for the win. Take Your Breath Away, right on the money in 156 and 2.
40 to 1.
How do I get snapped by this freaking horse?
Because that's the way this horse wins. It's like off the friggin', like you never expect it to win, and it always finds like something like this, and they let it up the inside. And it's Henry.
That's just.
How about the 4?
And why does Travis drift off the rail right there?
The 4 is 73 to 1. And I used this horse and played doubles with this horse at 73 to 1. And he can't come up the inside. Instead, the 2 does.
I got this freaking horse 8 to 1. I'd be live to a big pick 4 right now.
To a nice ticket, real nice ticket. Yeah, I didn't think the 6 could lose from where he was.
I'm wondering if anybody has this.
Oh, absolutely.
God, that's brutal.
That is really bad.
I have 8 to 1 and get beat by a 40 to 1.
This is one of these races. Like, it's just, that's what I said. Like the 4, should have never been that price in a million years. The 2 should have never been 40 to 1 in the race. I mean, the 8 was a terrible. I mean, I would never use that one, but I mean, yeah, actually, the 2 is that horse faced Saint Somewhere last time and finished 4th. This Dragon Rocks 2 back. I mean, those are decent races there. There's nothing wrong with the 2. Honestly, I mean, I prefer the 2 to the 8. I prefer the 2 to the 3. The 7 was a no-show. Nothing from the back is doing anything tonight.
Top 4 on the board here, 2, 6, 4, 1 to victory.
So that was just one of those races. That's a tough beat.
Yeah, that's a really bad one.
Yeah, you'd have been alive to some nice ones there. I was nowhere close. I was nowhere close to. I didn't even have the 6. I did like the 4. The 9 got away dead last. That horse wasn't going to win from there. I mean, not the way the track's playing. There's no way. So
we got one more sequence to talk about, and that would be the early pick 3 at Rosecroft for Sunday, starting in race number 4. And it's actually a pretty good sequence. I think you can make a few bucks here.
It is good. I agree.
It's a 50-cent minimum, pick 3. Our tickets, we base our tickets on $1 for pick 3s.
Yes, because I don't think that any pick 3 should be less than $1. That's my disclaimer on everything. There shouldn't be no 20-cent pick 3s. There should be no 50-cent pick 3s. Dollar pick 3s, please.
If I'm playing a pick 3, I'm playing it for $1.
Me too.
But this race, starting in race number 4 at Rosecroft for Sunday, keep that in mind. This is for Sunday. 50-cent pick 3 starts in race 4. Non-winners of $1 or $5,000 lifetime Maryland preferred. And as always at Rosecroft, full field of 9. And Mike, I'll let you start this sequence off. Tell me what you like.
I thought this was tough. Non-winners of 1 types. I was 4 deep. The 2 Chillicothe responded to Lasix last time pretty well. Came from Northfield, just got beat ahead. This horse has very sharp connections. I know is 1 for 31. I'm not crazy about that, but this was probably the best race last time as soon as the horse changed venues. Got Lasix. Those are 2 big positives. And I think the horse is a use. The 3, Bip Bop Nally. Raced well on debut, I thought. At least, passed the horse in the stretch. Was kind of far back, but then was only beat 5 there. And that was after an okay qualifier. So I think that this horse can improve. It's just a 3-year-old. Limited starts, draws well. Maybe a little bit better this week. The 4, White Lands. This horse, has obvious class. This horse has been racing at Dover and some of those Delaware sired finals and things, and not really disgracing. Made 29,000 last year at 2. Then got Lasix and raced at Dover last time, and really didn't contend, but was bet like 4 to 1 there. Comes to Rosecroft now. This is far easier bunch, and will end up on my ticket. And then the 8, Billy's a rockin'. This horse has flash speed 2 in a row. did win 2 back, and that was the first lifetime win. And then, last time went a little quicker and ended up getting caught. That was after almost a month off, so should be better. 2, 3, 4, 8.
I'm a little bit shorter than you, but on the same page. The 2, Chillicothe, second time Lasix, huge angle for me, I think is a must play here. The 3, Bip Bop Nally, second lifetime start, was okay in that first start. Kind of just went around the track, got some experience, and raced okay. I think you're going to get fair value on this horse, and I'll throw on my ticket here the 4, White Lands. Russ Foster jumps on, and that's a big angle, I think. Jumps back on, I should say. And this horse is facing, a little bit easier compared to what he was in with over at Dover. So, horse made $29,000 in 7 starts last year. I think you got to have him on the ticket. He's got a little bit more class than anything else in here. And especially looking at this field, 0 for 30, 1 for 33, 2 for 33. I mean, there's just a lot of chronic losers in this race, so a must use. And our resident expert on NAHUpicks.com, by the way, you can find full card analysis over for Rosecroft on our website, NAHUpicks.com. Every live race night, which is Sunday and Wednesday, from Terry Wilson. He is going to single the 4 White Lands in his pick 3 ticket. Leg number 2, which is race number 5 on Sunday. Now winners at $2,500 last 4 or $20,000 last year and this year combined. This race I thought was equally as difficult. I'm a little bit chalky here, actually. I'll start this one off. The 2, Brock and Brian, coming off a qualifier. He's missed quite a bit of time, about 5 months. But the qualifier was really good. Timmy Offit drives, trains this one, and he had 3 wins last year, hit the board in 8 out of 25 starts. He fits here well. He's got the speed. The qualifier looks like he's ready. Can he go 53 or 54 to, I guess, keep himself in contention in this race? That's the only question I have. And based off that qualifier, he might need one, but I'm still going to use him because I'm not going to let him beat me. Second one I use is the 3, JW Renegade. And this horse won a big mile last time. Came first over for a long way as the favorite. Just got beat half a length and had a big shot to win that race, actually. It raced very well there. I think the form is good, and you're going to see this horse come back after that 4.5 week layoff and race well once again. But the only problem is last year 3 for 35 season. So are we back on? We are back on. Okay. It disconnected for about 5 seconds there.
They're going to gate Meadowlands.
Meadowlands. I got to pull Meadowlands back up. As we run through this pick 3 at Rosecroft.
Pat. Paired 6-1 here.
There you go.
Skywalker and the 6 Chief Justice. Trotters on gate, race 10. Ready for start. Here they come. And they're off and trotting. Mr. Houdini's out fast. That's Bold Goddess. She is flashing speed, blasting off on the far outside. Crazy About Pat and Sortie Hanover, and on the inside that's ER Skywalker and Blasco together. Into the first turn, Bold Goddess takes the lead. It's Bold Goddess, Mr. Houdini up to challenge. So Crazy About Pat is going to settle in third. Blasco goes up fourth on the outside. ER Skywalker is fifth. Sortie Hanover sixth. Past the opening quarter, then it's Alex the Great seventh, followed by Chief Justice. The trailers are Mystical Win and Max Volo. Opening quarter was 28-4 across the backstretch. Crazy About Pat and Pat Berry taking over. Mr. Houdini now trotting in second. Bold Goddess is in the third position, followed by ER Skywalker. ER Skywalker is fourth by 2. Blasco next in line, fifth. Going up there is Alex the Great from sixth. Then it's Sortie, Hanover on the rails, 7th and Mystical Win on the outside, 8th and Chief Justice and Max Polo. 57-1 for the half. At 5-1, it's Crazy About Pat by a length and a half. Mr. Houdini and Tetrick, a perfect two-hole ride. Losing touch a bit there is Bold Goddess in third. Dropping back up and around her comes E.R. Skywalker as they head to three quarters. That's Alex the Great making some progress, 5th on the outside. Blasco's 6th on the rail. In between horses, Sortie, Hanover. To that one's outside, Mystical Win. And on a break went E.R. Skywalker. Three quarters, 126-2. They're in the stretch. Crazy About Pat stealing away in front by 3. Crazy About Pat, Mr. Houdini's full out. And Alex the Great rallies into third and is looking for second. It's Crazy About Pat all the way with Pat Berry. Crazy About Pat dominates here over Mr. Houdini. Then Alex the Great and Chief Justice, 154-2.
I'm still good. These pick fours at Mohawk are absolutely massive. They're the low one, 6,000. They're really good. So this is the thing about that place, like even with the 20 cents there, they still find a way to pay big. It's different than any other place. I mean, it's the best. Yeah, I mean, that's a shame, really. The more I look at it, I would have never had the 10 in leg 2, but the 2 could have been had in leg 3. I'm just, just from my own. I could never use the 10 in leg 2, but certainly looking at it, the 2 with Henry in leg 3 could have been used, maybe. Maybe. You're not muted, are you?
Now I'm not muted. But Terry's singling the front 2 legs at Rosecroft. The 4 in leg number 1, 5 in leg number 2, and he's hitting the all button in the final leg, looking for a bomber there. But I didn't see a bomber coming in this final leg. Do you, Mike?
I was too deep there. The 3, what is it? Owl's It Going or something? I don't know.
How's it going?
But the Owl's It Going? I like that. Came from Dover last time and, got the front, was bet there, sub 3-1, got the lead and just got a little tired, kicked home in 30. This horse is used to going 53s at Dover. I think that this horse can control it again and probably will be tougher here on the front. So I like that one. And then the 9 was my second pick, and that is Sketcher. This horse also had some speed last time after a really nice qualifier, was very good at Woodstock in October, winning a stake there for, it was a $40,000 stake. Raced well last year in limited starts, at a 56-1 mark at Rosecroft. If you look back on 915, that was a nice race there, won at 38-1. So likes the racetrack. Has plenty of speed early, and I think it's just improving. So I was 3 and 9 in the last.
We're halfway on the same page here. The 3 I think is a must play off of that last race with J. Rob jumping on last time. He raced very well in his first start over at Rosecroft, and I think he's going to be firing again. He should be able to get a 2-hole trip here, and with the obvious speed of the 9, the 9's going to head right to the lead again. But I do think that this horse is going to get the 2-hole trip, and he's most likely going to be the horse to beat. And then the 4, I use Shim. He's very consistent. He can close. He can leave. He's very versatile. But I like the fact that he closed extremely well last week off of a slow half and in a race that, he kind of just grinded out a nice effort there to be second, beat 3/4 of a length. If he can get close again, I think he's got a big shot. And you're not going to get a lot of value on this horse, but I do think he fits well, and he should be in play once again. So I'm just going 3-4 there to close this sequence out, which makes my ticket for $1 ticket. It's a 50-cent minimum, but we give dollar pick threes here. 2-3-4 with 2-3-6 with 3-4, $18 for $1 ticket. Mike, what do you got?
Very similar. 2, 3, 4, 8 with 3, 6 with 3, 9 at 16 for $1.
So we're very close on this pick three play, which means you should probably play something pretty close to what we got.
Take what you like and use, and then use your own too.
Yeah, when we get on the same page, it's usually pretty good. But that's all we got for you tonight. Outside of the last race of this pick four sequence over at Mohawk and the Meadowlands, and I'm knocked out of both. I'm very irritated about being knocked out at Mohawk.
They're not bad at the Meadowlands. If you played mine, you're allowed to about 100 to the 3 and the 5, and
they are
200
behind
to
the
10.
gate at Mohawk. Here we go for race number 11.
Here they come. They're off and pacing, leading out in the center is Hope for Heaven. Charging up on the far outside comes Don't Dilly Dally. Splitting horses early, Chick McGuire. And outside of that one, Chocolate Swirl. Then towards the rail is Farmer's Tan. Going to be caught wide. Going into the turn is Ferrari Fever. Then from the fence pushing out is Larry is Deb's Rock. Following up the inside there, Arsenal de Chafra. From the second tier, Ballpark Frank emerged next to last. The early trailer is No Time at All. Quick quarter, 26-1. Chocolate Swirl drives to the lead here for Henry. Back into the pocket spot, the fleet-footed Don't Dilly Dally. Hope for Heaven is third. Larry is Deb's Rock fourth. Parked every step in fifth is Farmer's Tan. Sixth to the rail for Arsenal de Chafra. Held up in traffic is Ferrari Fever in the backfield. Further back to Ballpark Frank. Chick McGuire's on the outside. And No Time at All studies every single one of them from back and last. An opening half in 56-1. The tempo simmered down 30 seconds in the second quarter. Chocolate Swirl from sprinting to crawling going into that final turn. Steps on the gas pedal again though. Henry pops the plugs and Chocolate Swirl responds. Leads it by a length and a half. Don't Dilly Dally second. Hope for Heaven is third. Larry is Deb's Rock fourth. Overland Trip in fifth for Farmer's Tan. Then sixth inside to Arsenal de Chafra. Here to the outside now comes Hope for Heaven from in third. Hope for Heaven to tackle Chocolate Swirl as Chocolate Swirl brings the field to 3/4 in 126. Under pressure as Hope for Heaven is up on the outside in second and knocking on the door. Right there third is Don't Dilly Dally locked up in that pocket spot. Chocolate Swirl put to deep stretch pressure. Here's Hope for Heaven on the outside. Don't Dilly Dally in behind them. Here outside late Farmer's Tan. Through at the rail is Larry is Deb's Rock. To the front is Hope for Heaven. Scooting up the inside late Don't Dilly Dally. Hope for Heaven holds on to win. Don't Dilly Dally was second from way back, No Time at All. Then Farmer's Tan and Chocolate Swirl in 155-3.
Well, I got 3 out of 4 in that pick 4 over at Mohawk. What did that pay?
Now the one you missed was 40-1. I mean, let's be clear, but I'll tell you in 1 second.
I know it had to be a pretty good sequence.
Okay, so it's $1,422 for 20 cents.
Ouch.
Yeah, that's really good.
I mean, it's still paying
really
a couple
I would
hundred.
say you probably get 500 with the 6 there. Maybe ish. 500, I would say.
Yeah. It was still paying really good with the horse that I had that got snapped.
That would have been about my thought on that, $500.
Ugh.
That's a shame. I mean, that was a good bet you made. It was way better than mine.
That's brutal. Couple minutes to go at Meadowlands.
If you want to, we can stay for this last, or if you want to go, we can go.
Yeah, we've got about 10 minutes or so until that last race in the sequence at the Meadowlands. But we're going to jump off the air. We got on early. We're going to get off early. How about that? Bang, bang. Uh, join us again next week. Maybe
When's
we'll.
Levy's start next week or no?
I believe so.
Okay.
Got Levy action. If you happen to be at Northfield tomorrow, come see me. I will be out there all night long. I'm in the 15th race, so
What's the name of the horse in that race?
talk about a queen.
Oh yeah, I think we'll be on that horse tomorrow.
She's got the 7 hole, so
Ooh.
yeah, tough post. Tough race and tough post. But is
So
she?
did they? Just curious. They made you redraw that race after getting rained out. That's
Yeah,
terrible.
yeah, they redrew everything.
Yeah, that's crap. Man,
But that's part of racing, so. But if you happen to be out there tomorrow, I will be out there. Come see me. I'll be all over the place as I'm going to be placing cameras all over the facility throughout the night. And Mr. Bang Bang Stables himself, Tom Hawkins, will be there with me. So come out and see us. We'll be saying bang bang all night. Believe that. And
bang.
check out our website, NAHUPicks.com. Check all of our analysis. Tomorrow we've got the Meadowlands, we've got Mohawk. Sunday we go back to Rosecroft, and then Monday we restart it all over again with Western Fair and Woodbine Mohawk Park. And next week we will be live once again at 9 p.m. Eastern. I doubt they're going to run the races as quick as they did tonight, so expect a little bit more timely fashion next week. Either way, you know what? I kind of like that old Jackie Lee replay that we did over there at Rosecroft,
Yes.
or at Roosevelt, I should say, with Rambling Willie. So I think we're gonna have to do another one of those next week. That was fun to watch.
Yeah, we'll do that again for sure.
And until then, we will see you all a week from tonight. Bang bang.